Hello everyone, my name is Alok. I'm father of two boys, 9 trees, husband to one of the most beautiful princes of the world. I'm an engineer, an MBA, an entrepreneur, traveler, author, blogger, podcaster, a parenting expert, and a business enthusiast for the last 20 years around. And I'm here helping three kinds of people. Number one, people who do have an expertise or something which they are passionate about, they want to create a business out of that. Number two, people who do have a business in an offline mode, they want to take it in an online platform. Number three, people who are doing pretty well either in an offline mode of business or online, but they are not able to upscale and grow. So I, Alok, as a business coach, is going to give you a specific business strategy for your business to upscale and grow in multiple level ROIs. So business owners, last episode I have talked about business acumen. What is business acumen? In this episode I am going to talk about the characteristics of a business acumen. People who do have those kinds of skills. What are those skills so that you can correlate what do you possess and what do you need to learn. So let us talk about that characteristics a bit. So when I talk about characteristics, there are primarily 4-5 characteristics. Number one, which is the major one, you should be having the executive level thinking. When I say executive level thinking, it means an individual who possesses business acumen views the business with an executive mentality. They understand how the moving parts of a company work together to make it successful, and how financial matrices like profit margins, cash flows and stock prices reflect how well each of those moving parts is doing their job. So an individual who has the following 5 abilities could be described as someone having a strong sense of business acumen. Let us talk about that. Number one, see the bigger picture of the organization, how the key drivers of the business relate to each other and how they produce profitable growth and they relate to the jobs. Number two, understand important communications and data, including the financial statements. These are very important because unless and until you do have the understanding of financial statements, you are not able to take a right decisions, because any decisions you are going to make is going to impact the financials of the company. Right? Number three, use knowledge to make good decisions. You have a leader who is having a good business acumen should be able to understand things and take good decisions. For that, your knowledge is a must, and to get that knowledge, you have to keep on adding value by maybe reading books or going under trainings and so on and so forth. Number four, understand how actions and decisions impact key company measures and leadership objectives. A leader or a person who has a business acumen, he should be able to correlate his actions and his decisions in line with what the company is looking at in the long term. So those leadership objectives and company measures are being taken care of. Number 5, effectively communicate ideas to the employees, to the managers, the executives and the customers as well. So these are the 5 important key parameters of executive level thinking. Now other traits are there, like something you can say these are the distinguishing traits of a person who is having a good business acumen. So number 1, an acute perception of the dimensions of business issues. Number 2, ability to make sense out of complexity and an uncertain future. Number 3, cognizance of the implications of a choice for all the affected parties. Number 4, decisiveness. And number 5, ability for further change if warranted in the future. So developing stronger business acumen means a more thoughtful analysis, clear logic underlying business decisions, closer attention to key dimensions of the implementation and operation, and more disciplined performance management. Apart from that, financial literacy is a must, because financial literacy is a comprehensive understanding of the drivers of growth, profitability and cash flows, an organization's financial statements, key performance measures and the implications of decisions on value creation. So you have to be very acquainted with the financials and the ability to understand the financials. That is why this term is known as financial literacy. So you may be very good, you may be an MBA as well in finance, but to understand all these things, you have to get into the roots of all these basic things, right? Then comes the business management and the leadership. So researchers have proved that there is a complementary relationship between business acumen and leadership. business acumen will have an increasing impact on leadership development and the HR agendas, right? So an organization which is full of high business acumen individuals can expect to see leaders with a heightened perspective that translates into an ability to inspire and excite the organization to achieve its potential. Now, there are other factors such as development and business simulation and psychological assessments, which also play an important role in terms of your characteristics of a business acumen. So this is what in this topic. We'll look forward to see you in another topic as well. Thank you so much.